What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So it was 50 Cent and Wack 100 that gave the death blow to the BMF, by which they will never, ever be able to recover. Never again. Especially in this era of social media, it's safe to say they done. Even people carrying that name now make them look bad because of what it's attached to. And what's crazy about it, as bad as it is right now, it gets worse because the Tammy Cohen's really documentary ain't even released yet. We're gonna touch on that too. That ain't even released yet, which actually gonna make it even worse than what it is right now. Yes, the paperwork is surfacing around all type of social media platforms right now, and it's evident, it's obvious, and it is what it is. That's why Big Meech can't say nothing. It ain't saying nothing, and there's no way he can get up out of it. No way he can get up out of it. In this era where now snitching has once again become of some type of importance, at least to this degree. At least to this degree. However, now we've seen actually what led to a lot of this. And it wasn't only what 50 did that actually started the engines, but it was also what Wack 100 did that actually made it even worse. So it's like 50 dig the hole and Wack 100. 50 did the hole, lower Big Meech casket in the ground, and Wack 100 just put the dirt over it. What part that was so crucial that Wack 100 played in this situation? What part was that? Because you know he got his show called The Exposers, where they be exposing people and things like that. So let's listen to the part Wack played in it to some degree. He had more than one part to play, but this was one of the most crucial parts right here that he played in it that actually just did it for Big Meech and BMF.
I knew I sent little baby the paperwork. Rock, what day you got?
I think you
Shit, on
sent that
third.
shit to bro on a 20. Let me see. Let me go check that little baby work. You sent that to bro on the 3rd?
Okay, so Wack 100 had the paperwork of Big Meech participating in setting up the guy that Tammy was doing on his behalf. He sent that to Lil Baby before the concert that's supposed to have been done in support of Big Meech release, his Welcome Home concert, where all these rappers wasn't getting paid for the concert, and that all the proceeds was going to Big Meech to help him get put back on his feet since he was released. So all these rappers were coming together: Sexy Red, Big Ross, Sexy Red, Rick Ross, Lil Baby, and other rappers, Boosie and them, agreed to do a free concert on his behalf, and he was going to receive the money for it to help him get put back on his feet. And for what? For all the work he did in being a drug dealer. Think about that. I just want y'all to think about that. Think about that. Think of just how fallen we are as a people. And remember, none of these people had relationships with this man. None of them. It ain't like these guys is BMF. It ain't like these people are BMF. Excuse me, my headset came out. It ain't like these dudes are BMF. None of these people knew him. None of these people had relationships with him. But all acting like groupies just to be acknowledged. Let's just say that, just to be acknowledged by this man, or to have some type of ties in with this guy, like what's going on here? All of them. Even LeBron James. Like, oh, shouts out to Big Meats. Welcome home, but for what? Because he sold drugs? Because he sold drugs and hurt people, families, and destroyed lots of, you know how many people died behind that run? You know how many lives was lost? You know how many children was raped? You know how many people was incarcerated? You know how many lives was taken? You know how that destroyed the communities? And we're celebrating this? We terrible as a people. We are terrible as a people. Now, so Wack 100 sent the paper to Lil Baby just before the concert. He sent the paperwork to him, and it became a domino effect. Watch this.
Yeah, right. I knew as soon as he pulled back, everybody was gonna follow suit.
That's a fact.
42 Doug gonna follow suit.
That's a fact.
For sure. That's a statement from Doug.
No, that's it. That's the show. That's it. What's the lineup? Because that was, let me see. Because that's once you do that, that's it. Yeah,
But it got Rick Ross looking crazy because see, I said Rick Ross is not being a friend to Meech. He knew what that was gonna bring.
Yeah, that's selfish.
That was a selfish act.
That was selfish.
Bro, I'm just gonna keep it real. It's a lot of places. California, we done been all through there. It's a lot of places that when I go, they want me to go to their neighborhoods, and I don't do it because where I'm at my age, if a nigga try, I get him. He a New York nigga, blood nigga. They gonna be chasing for stamps of approval all their life, right? I don't want
tonight, but 305 is going down at the office. Biggest boss Ricky Rose just got word. Meech concert not happening tonight, but 305 is going down at the office.
Yeah, right. It's going down at the office. Yeah, right.
Meet us there. Bam. Biggest boss. Big.
I've seen a lot of posts about the Big Meech concert getting canceled. What I'm not seeing is anybody blaming Rick Ross for this shit. Nobody is saying, yo, Rick Ross, it's your fault. So I'm going to do it. Yo, Rick Ross, this shit is your fault. You the reason why Big Meech is going through this shit out here right now, you heard? Because when we was on the internet talking about the Cuffy case and all that, nobody even really gave a fuck. But now 50 talking about that shit, and everybody listening. Everybody listening.
So 50 brought the attention to it. They got everybody attention. Wack 100 released the paperwork and sent it to the rappers. The rappers got the paperwork and seen what he did, and they all pulled out. No concert, no after party. Thus is the end of BMF. None of the rappers want any affiliation with him. They don't want them in none of their videos. They don't want them in any pictures of theirs. They don't want them on any of their social media platform, which means that's the end of you when it comes to the internet and social media. You will forever be labeled as a snitch and a rat. That's exactly what's going on. And there's no way you can get up out of it. No way. You got Cuffy them releasing interviews from prison on you. Like it's over. And rightfully so, because these things shouldn't be celebrated. These things shouldn't be commended. And instead of him coming out so arrogantly wanting to embrace this, he should have just been a spokesperson for just speaking against this type of stuff. Like, you know what? I hurt a lot of people. I did a lot of things wrong in this lifestyle. I wasted 20 years of my life. You should have came out that way rather than coming out wanting to get a seat at the big table and pick up where you left off from. You should have been that type of person. You older than these guys. You should be giving them game. You should be giving them wisdom. And you should be a different and have a different outlook. You come out, oh, give me my BMF chains. Let's get, now we back to BMF again. I'm back. Now let me get everybody up under me. Let's get all the rappers under me. Right. Right. Like I said, that name is done. That's how you knew that. That's how you knew that was foolish and stupid from the gate. That's how you knew it was foolish and stupid from the gate. That name is already branded in the system. That name is already in the system with the feds. How you get back up thinking you're going to rebrand the same exact name that's in the system with the feds that they already done built RICOs on. So therefore, anybody that pick up that name, anybody that's branding that name, you're under the history of it. You're under the history of it, period. Because it's already branded as that. The only way you change that is you remove yourself from it and you start over with something different. But you picking back up the same thing that just got you 20 years and so many others, and then you thinking you're going to rebrand that same exact name that's stamped to the feds. Like, come on, bro. You got to be smart than that. That's some idiot, stupid stuff. But that's that mentality. That's how you know these brothers just crazy, man. Pride and arrogance is a mother. You can't reason with them. They don't want to listen. You got everybody want to be bosses, but nobody never know how to lead. Notice, everybody want to be a boss. Everybody just think they built the lead, fit the lead. You're not. You're not. Because in order to be a real leader, you have to first be in the field. You got to be in the field. You got to be familiar with the kingdom before you can run it. And being familiar with the kingdom, meaning you familiar with the people that it consists of. And they not. And they not. That's how come they don't have nobody's best interest. That's when you make yourself, that's when you are made to be a real king, when you understand the peasants, when you understand the nobles, when you see how it works, when you see what needs to be done. Then when you become a boss, you know how to take care of the peasants. You know how to manage the nobles. They don't get that though. They don't get that. But everybody want to be the boss. And that's what they get for all wanting to be groupies. No, I'm not celebrating that. I'm not rewarding that. But again, in rap music, this is what they celebrate. This is what they speak about anyway. So tying yourself into a drug lord or a kingpin, I guess it validates their raps. Even though notice when any of them catch charges, they so humble, they so respectable, they be so scared, don't they? They be so quiet. You never known them to be so quiet, so respectable. All of them, from the biggest to the small of them. When it's real, it's real. And they put themselves in check when it should have been that way from the very beginning. When it should have been that way from the very beginning. And I'm going to keep it real with you. 9 times out of 10, all of them will tell. 9 times out of 10, all of them will tell if given the opportunity if they were facing the same time this man was facing. Every last one of them will tell. Make no mistake about it. They would. No matter how tough they sound, none of that stuff means nothing when you know it's real. So it's all fake. Let's just be honest. It's all fake. It's all fake. So, yeah. Did he cooperate? Yes. Did he have Tammy Cohen's third party snitching on his behalf? Yes. Is he guilty of the things that's being said about him pertaining to this? Yes. He know it. He know it. That's why he ain't saying nothing right now.
And why are you here? Him right there in the beige vest, that nigga sell all the drugs. All the drugs. And that man right there, Gray, he ain't shit. Yeah, that nigga be beating up on his baby mom, but you ain't here for me.
You's a real fucking chill faggot. You keep quiet now, settle down.
Yeah, and that nigga right there, yeah, you. With the black fitted? Yeah, that nigga shot me about 2 years ago.
You shot yourself, Curtis. Stop.
I know he did it. I saw you. And that dude, yeah, that dude right there, all I gotta say about him is murder. All y'all niggas going down, man. I'm telling on all y'all. I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. I'm especially telling on you, nigga. G, you net.
No streets for you. Leave me waiting on you.